In digital marketing, the path from a click to a conversion is rarely straightforward. Many businesses rely on third-party engines like Calendly for bookings, hotel engines like Peak, or event platforms like Book My Show. The challenge is that these tools often sit outside your direct control, creating a tracking black hole. To solve this, we go into the basement of tracking, Google Tag Manager Preview Mode. When you open GTM Preview Mode and interact with a third-party tool on your website, it acts like a magnifying glass. It shows every hidden event that fires in the background. For example, when we integrated Calendly for a tutoring service, we didn't just track the Book Now click. We tracked micro-intent using GA4 events. When a user selected a date, when they selected a time, when they confirmed the appointment. If 100 users selected a time but only 10 confirmed, we immediately knew the friction was in the final step, not the ads. We then imported the appointment confirmed event from GA4 into Google Ads as the primary conversion. This approach is critical for industries like resorts, clinics, or events, where booking engines send data to the data layer. Whenever I work with a new third-party vendor, I ask one key question. Can your system push success events to my GA4 measurement ID? If the answer is yes, the black hole disappears. Primary goals are the money events, confirmed bookings, or paid leads. Google's AI bidding optimizes only for these. Secondary goals are observation events like add to cart or started booking. They help with analysis but shouldn't guide the algorithm. This level of tracking maturity separates professionals from amateurs. You're no longer just looking at Google Ads. You're managing an entire ecosystem of data across GA4, GTM, and third-party tools. When launching a campaign, many beginners look at the keyword planner bid range, for example, 1.4, and simply bid the middle value like $250. But those numbers are not suggestions. They represent the boundaries of a competitive auction. In Google Ads, 3 positions matter. Absolute top, position #1, top of page, first 4 ads, and bottom of page. Your position strongly affects click-through rate, CTR, which directly influences your quality score. Your dashboard might show an average CPC of $1.50, but that's only an average. In reality, auctions fluctuate. Some clicks might cost $0.80, while others spike to $3.50 when competition is high. If you bid too close to the average, you only enter auctions when competition is low, missing high-intent searches. But bidding for the absolute top all day can drain your budget quickly. Instead, focus on the true average CPC and the top of page bid. If the keyword is critical, like a competitive tutoring keyword in a big city, a $1 bid might not even get impressions. You may need to start at $1.50, $1.80 just to compete. Also, watch impression share. If your absolute top impression share is only 20%, it means competitors are beating you 80% of the time, usually because of low bids or weak quality score. Often, increasing bids to move from bottom placements to top positions can dramatically improve performance. This creates a flywheel effect. Bid aggressively early, gain better CTR and quality score, then optimize costs later. Sometimes paying more for top positions leads to better data, higher quality clicks, and stronger long-term results. In Google Ads, your biggest competitors are spending millions to build brand demand. When someone searches for a famous brand like Uber, Ola, or IKEA, they already have strong buying intent. What if you could legally place your ad in front of that user at the exact moment they're searching for your competitor? This strategy is called competitor conquesting, and it's one of the most powerful tactics in a marketer's playbook. But there's a strict rule. You can bid on a competitor's brand name as a keyword, but you cannot use that brand name in your ad copy. For example, if someone searches for IKEA, Google allows you to show an ad for your furniture store. But if your headline says better than IKEA or authorized IKEA dealer, and it's not true, you risk a trademark complaint and account suspension. Instead, focus on your unique value. Your ad could say, Handcrafted solid wood furniture, 10-year warranty. Shop now. You're presenting an alternative, not pretending to be the competitor. Now here's the catch: quality score. Because your landing page isn't the competitor's website, Google usually gives competitor keywords a low quality score, often 110 or 210. This means you'll pay a conquesting tax, sometimes 2 or 3 times more per click. To make it profitable, you need a dedicated comparison landing page. If someone searches for Brevo and lands on a generic email marketing page, they'll leave. When done right, competitor conquesting can generate extremely hot leads, people already in the market and ready to buy. But it only works if your product, pricing, or value is truly better. So before launching a conquesting campaign, the real question is, will you control the bids manually or let Google's AI optimize them for you? One of the most debated topics in our program is whether to trust yourself or Google's AI. This is the battle between manual bidding and automated bidding. Think of it like gears on a bike. Google has been slowly hiding manual CPC. When you create a new campaign, you won't easily see it. Google wants advertisers in the automated system because it's easier for them to manage. But manual CPC is still there inside the campaign settings. Manual bidding is about control. If you know exactly what each keyword is worth, you set the bid. If you bid $2, Google will not spend $2.10. It's safe but limited because it can't react to the thousands of signals Google sees, like location, time of day, or user behavior. This is where the Brahmastra of Google Ads comes in: maximize conversions. If Google's system thinks a user is very likely to convert, it might bid $5 for that click, even if your usual CPC is only $2. The safest way to start a new campaign is maximize clicks with an upper CPC limit. Check Keyword Planner, find the average top of page bid, say Cyan 50, and set your limit slightly higher, like line 60. This gives the AI flexibility but keeps spending under control. Once your account reaches 30 or 50 conversions, it's time to shift gears. Move to maximize conversions with a target CPA. Now you're no longer controlling the click price, you're controlling the result. You tell Google, get me as many leads as possible, but keep them around $20 per lead. So the progression looks like this: manual CPC, control; max clicks with limit, stabilization; max conversions with TCPA, scaling. Choosing the right gear depends on the maturity of the account. New campaigns need control. As the system gathers data and learns your audience, automation can take over the heavy lifting. But how do you know the perfect moment to switch? You don't guess, you test. In the growth phase of a major account, you'll often feel stuck between two bidding strategies. Maybe maximize clicks is working, but you wonder if switching to maximize conversions could drive more growth. Most beginners just switch and hope for the best. Professional media buyers don't hope. We test using Google Ads experiments. Google creates two versions of your campaign: base campaign, current strategy; trial campaign, new strategy. Everything stays the same: keywords, ads, landing pages. The only difference is the bidding strategy. Google splits traffic evenly, so both strategies compete under identical conditions. Run the test for at least 2 weeks and evaluate your main KPI, usually cost per conversion. If the trial campaign generates leads at $15 while the base is at $20, you've found a winner. Apply the change. As you scale, another issue appears: data silos. When multiple campaigns learn separately, the system becomes inefficient. This is where portfolio bidding strategies come in. A portfolio strategy groups multiple campaigns under one shared AI strategy and goal. Instead of each campaign optimizing alone, they share budget and conversion data, allowing Google's AI to make smarter decisions across the entire account. It also prevents what I call the tug of war. By separating campaigns but using a portfolio strategy, you keep control while still sharing data. Scaling isn't about managing keywords anymore. It's about managing systems. Use experiments to find the right strategy and portfolio bidding to scale the engine. Stay tuned for more episodes. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notified for the next one.